I'm Vanessa Nelms, and I'm here for the Padilla poll. I'm here with Mike Spradlin from Temple High School. How are you today?
I'm good, Vanessa. Thank you.
Okay, how many years have you been coaching at Temple?
Well, we got to Temple 2 years ago. I was at Abilene Cooper for 5 years prior to that, and been there in 2011 and 2012, going into our third season.
How's it looking? How's your team looking?
Well, I'm really excited about our guys. I mean, we've had a great summer, good summer of 7-on-7, good in the weight room. A little disappointed a year ago. We tied for third and then got knocked out of the playoffs on the point breaker, but on a tiebreaker with that. But feel real good about going into this year.
So do you have a bunch of returning players, or are these fresh faces?
No, we do, and particularly where we're really glad we have guys coming back are on our offensive and defensive line. All of our offensive line are back except one, and the young man that will play for him has played quite a bit for us, and then we've got all our guys back on the defensive line. So that's a good place for us to start. New quarterback in place, but a guy we think is going to really be good. Took a guy's place that was really good for us, but he's a young man who was on the field quite a bit for us as a sophomore, as a receiver.
You talked a little bit about your quarterback, Chad President, Mr. President.
We'll have some fun with that. Yeah.
I bet you will. What are your strategies for your offense and your defense, other than your quarterback, obviously?
Well, he's a big part of what we do. We were fortunate enough last year to lead the league in total offense. We had, almost 540 yards of offense a game last year, and we think Chad can step in and maybe keep that going. He's a young man who's really good on his feet, got a good arm, and we're going to have some guys we think he can throw to a little bit too. So with those guys up front, we think we've got a chance to be pretty good offensively again with him in charge.
What teams in your district are you looking forward to most playing because of the challenge level, maybe?
Well, Vanessa, honestly, and I coached out in the Little Southwest Conference out in West Texas for years, last 5 years prior to that. This is honestly maybe the toughest district I've ever coached in. We've got the 4 Killeen schools, along with Coppers Cove, Midway, and Belton and us. Very, very tough district, extremely fast and extremely athletic. A lot of D1 guys coming out of that area. So it's a pretty talent-packed district, and so you got to be on your game every week, and it's what makes the challenge for us. It's why it's so difficult. We had, obviously last year we had 5 teams that were, capable of getting in the playoffs, and, we got knocked out on that tiebreaker, but that's kind of the way it works every Friday night.
Now, we were just joking about these new outfit changes. You think that white on one side, blue on the other side?
Well, that's an old tradition, Vanessa, in Temple, Texas. The blue front, white back pants started way back in the day. Coach McQueen brought those to Temple, Texas, and I'm going to guess, have been there every bit of 35 years. And then when we got there 2 years ago, it's certainly something we didn't want to mess with or do any different. It's a really unique look. Our pants are blue on the front and they're white on the back. No one else has them like that, and we kind of played that up. The old saying in the 92 state championship, when they won the 92 state championship, was blue front, white back magic, and we still embrace that.
Well, maybe it'll give you a little bit of good luck.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Speaking of the Padilla poll, how often do you use it, and is it beneficial for you and your team and your strategies?
Well, I'm a real fan of Carl's. I mean, Carl's done a great job of promoting high school football in the state of Texas. I think he's one of those guys that, keeps those things out in the front. So I'm really into what he does. We use his polls, put them up on our bulletin boards. He's kind of our guru and the kind of the guy we point to over everything else. So he's, I really like what he does for us and what he does for high school football in Texas.
Thank you, Coach Spradlin. Good luck this season.
Absolutely, Vanessa. We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Vanessa Nelms, Padilla poll.